How you been, man? It's been a while since I've seen you.
Been good, bro. Been through some shit,
Yeah, dude.
but it's still here, brother.
Nah, man. I definitely want to talk about your health and we got this anniversary coming up, the 25th introduction of Mayhem
Yeah,
with Toomey. Is Toomey putting all this together? Are you guys just working together on this?
it was Toomey's idea, but then I had to take over,
Right. Yeah.
being the control freak that I am.
Well, Primer's your baby. I mean, this is
Yes.
something you've
So
done
yeah,
for forever.
we started out to let's do like some shows or something. Yeah. So, but then it went from one. He introduced me to some folks, and now I've got
Y-
a lot of stuff ahead of us.
Toomey is he was talking about, when you were going, can you talk about the things you were going through with your health wise, man? Like I know
Sure.
Toomey had mentioned something like, if I die, Toomey, you got to tell everybody. But what was going on, man?
You
Health
know,
wise.
I said for like the so it was like 2 years, man, like solid 2 years, to where I was just like in and out of the hospital, and it was like, your liver's all messed up, and you're gonna die, and you have this and you have that, and then back in March, I end up in the hospital, and I live in Texas now, and they're like, I went to the hospital and was like, we can't help you with this one. So they threw me in an ambulance and took me down to downtown Dallas. And I'll never forget that guy saying, I was like, "Wait, am I gonna die or what?" And he was just like, "Tell me or something." And he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we gotta, perform surgery on you like now, in like an
What
hour." I don't know what the surgery was, man. They cut me from my stomach to my nuts and like
oh my
rearranged
god.
my guts. Well, that was weird to say. I've never had my own guts rearranged, but I rearranged some, but never
What
had
were
it done to
like
me.
what were the first, like, going back before all this, but what were the first symptoms you had? I mean, would you just wake up one day and you weren't feeling right? I mean,
I woke up many days not feeling right, and of course I ignored it for one of those years.
what was the symptoms? What were you having?
Tired and fucking excruciating pain in my stomach and stuff like that, and it was gnarly, bro.
Really?
Not being able to breathe, and I didn't know I couldn't breathe because I had all this fluid in my lungs and stuff like that. Like I literally couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk down steps, couldn't walk up steps, could barely make it to the bathroom and back. It was nuts, man. Like really suffocation. It was like I'm suffocating. I cannot
Were you
breathe.
drinking a lot at this time?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still. And
Yeah.
they told me like a couple years ago, like, well, you're gonna die. And I was like, yeah, fuck it.
They were
Walk
like,
on
"You're
out.
gonna die if you keep drinking," or like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yeah. So while I'm not gonna stop while I'm ahead. Fuck it. You told me I'm gonna die, so
This sounds like something similar to like Zach Wild had. Like Zach Wild was told, like, "You're gonna die," and
yeah. Yeah. Basically. Right.
I don't mean to laugh at that like that. I don't. I'm
No,
laughing.
it's
It's
funny.
like a
It's
nervous laugh.
really
Yeah.
funny. I laugh about it all the time. But I laugh about all of that shit. But
All us alcoholics get nervous when they hear your story. We're like, oh man, that's not good.
no, that was like 30 something days I sat in there. And then I don't know how many doctors I had. I had a doctor for this, and I had a doctor for that. And I had a surgeon for this, and three more for that. And it's like every freaking day that it's like, oh, wow, you're quite the
Yeah.
case.
Did you have any family with you at the time?
No, I don't have any family. It's just my wife. Bless her heart.
So you were able. I mean, obviously you're better now, and you're able to get out of
Yeah.
the hospital. How long after you got out of the hospital was Toomey like, "Hey, man, how did the Primer 55 conversation start? I mean, your 25th anniversary is coming up. Is Toomey like, hey, you feeling better? Maybe we should,
He started
play."
it before. he started it before anything happened. He started this a couple. He started it well in advance, being Toomey being who he is, the planner. I'm not.
Right.
But he had a plan. But he was like, hey, whispering, mentioning stuff, and I'm like, no, no, not doing it. I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. And um, and then I was just like, after all that stuff, I was just like, well, maybe like a couple of shows. And like I text him or probably spoke on the phone maybe, and I was like, well, let's do some shows. That string of shows turned into a week accidentally, and then the next thing I know, I have a freaking agent, and that week's worth of dates turned into a month, and now that turned into October, and now we're now we're into November,
How
and
did Yeah, keep
I'm
going. I'm
talking
sorry.
about. Oh no, I'm talking. Thinking of December possibilities.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, I don't really plan on stopping right now.
Okay. So how did when Toomey has this idea, Joshua Toomey, for people who don't know, that plays bass for the band.
Mm.
How did you reach out to other members? Did Toomey or you, like, you have Preston, I guess, playing the drums,
Yeah,
and yeah, Donnie, and who you used to play with. How'd you
yeah.
get to form the band together?
I don't know. Oh, actually, Donnie, the DRP, had me on his podcast. And this is after like me and Toomey were talking, and like, who's going to sing and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. That's a good question. Um, and Toomey asked Preston. Toomey talked to Preston about it and see if he'd be interested. And Preston was like, yeah, of course. So that part was all good and everything. And I think Donnie had me on his show, and I was like, well, I ain't talked to Donnie and how I don't know how many years I ain't talked to him. I hated his guts, and he wasn't too fond of me either. And I decided to go. He sent me a pretty cool email about coming on his show, and I agreed, and I did, and it was cool and laid back. And this kind of you know let's maybe we did the interview, and I was like, of course I'm already thinking things, and I let probably like a week slide, and I sent him a text. We exchanged numbers again and unblocked each other, shit like that. Well, yeah, everything high school girls do, we did. Um, and so, yeah, I reached out and I was like, well, I don't. There's no shame in my game. I don't care. And I reached out and I was like, yo, you want to do some shows? And he's like, yeah, man. I was like, I don't want to do. This was back when the I don't want to do very many shit was going on.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Um, but he agreed, and he got super excited. Which anytime anybody in my band gets excited to do anything Prime 55 related, kind of makes me excited, more excited, because I'm
Yeah.
not used to it. Um, but yeah, everybody is really excited, and everybody's still excited.
Is then you guys just called up Preston on the drums? Was he
Yeah,
available? And
yeah, he was available. He had to switch some things around. He does drummer things. But I don't know how to describe drummers, but Preston does drummer things. It's a weird lifestyle. Drummers lead on a weird lifestyle to me.
right, yeah, of course.
So Preston has drummer stuff to do, but he figured it out, and he's doing that. And Preston might be able to stay. He's totally willing to and wants to, but he has a lot of stuff going on.
Mm.
I don't want to say the name of his thing unless you know it. I'm afraid I'll get it
No.
wrong. Yeah,
I don't know it.
yeah, but he teaches drums, and he lives in Indianapolis, Indiana, and it's like School of Rock or something like that, like type of
Oh,
thing
cool.
he does,
Yeah.
where he just helps and nurtures local bands and new bands and beginners and stuff like that, and gets them shows and puts on festivals, and then he's in a marching band for the Indianapolis Colts and stuff. So
Oh,
he's a very, very busy musician. I don't think Preston had ever gotten a job. He's always done it from something drum wise, which is awesome. So I mean, I won't never take that away from him. That's his livelihood, and he's worked really, really hard to accomplish all the things he's accomplished. Um, Toomey is definitely willing to stick around. Donnie says he's willing to stick around. As long as it's comfortable, I'll be here. So
what was it like when you guys first got together in a room and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this?
we
You know, what
we've
was the
yet to be
vibe like?
together in a room. That's how we roll.
Did you guys
Um,
just all have instruments? I mean, did you guys like have a band meeting or just kind of show up
it's
and let's
it's
jam?
kind of we're just gonna show up and hopefully nobody fucks up and everything will be cool. That's the way I've always done it though. I mean, it's just like to learn the stuff and I'll try to learn it and we'll hopefully be really cool looking on stage or something. I don't know. I have no idea how this is gonna work out. God.
When you and Joshua Toomey are playing these chords, I mean, are you showing him what to play, or is he vice versa? Like, no, Bobby, you got to play. You forgot. You got to play it like this. I mean, you guys. I mean, because it's been a while since you played these songs, right?
Yeah, many years, yeah. For all of us, I'm trying to be self-disciplined enough, which is freaking horrible with all my freaking attention deficit shit.
Yeah.
I can't concentrate on one thing for more than 30 seconds, bro. Um, Kumi's a little more disciplined, and when it comes to learning stuff, it seems so he tells me. Um, but we have 2 or 3 days prior to the tour starting we're going to Wisconsin, where Donnie lives, and we're gonna to jam up there and go over the set and figure out what the hell we're doing wrong and have been doing wrong for all these months, learning the songs wrong and figure it out.
Are you guys
You
gonna
know,
film this? Like, it'll be cool, like
we
behind the
should
scenes.
film it.
Yeah.
We actually should film it. That's a really good idea because I'd really like to see how stupid we look when we get in there.
No.
But that's a really good idea. We actually should film it and put
Yeah,
it
man.
online and stuff. Um, but it'll definitely be interesting. It'd be like one of those. Oh, I don't remember what that show was, but I really loved it, where the bands would break up. I don't know, it was on MTV or something for like
Uh huh.
5 minutes, where the bands would break up, like 80s bands, and they all hated each other. But they this one guy went around interviewing them. Can I get you separately? Yeah,
Yes.
I
Oh,
hate him.
I
I'm never
remember
gonna
that.
talk to that guy again. And he's like, can I offer
Yes.
you a thing? Yes, what it, oh, yeah, that.
Yes. So he would come. He would go to bands that are broken up, and he'd have a
Yeah,
vinyl, and he would get
right.
all the band members to sign it, and that was the like, okay, we're gonna get back to doing one show. I can't remember the
Hey,
name of that. That was a great
yeah,
show.
it was awesome. Like it
Yeah.
was all for like a total of 15 minutes, but I religiously watched
Yeah.
it.
Me too. Oh, I'm,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to drop what the show it is. Like, it's just gonna pop down, right now when we're talking about it.
that was. We need to bring that show back for this one.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That would be great.
yeah,
Oh, so how are you guys traveling, by the way? Is this gonna be like in a van? I mean, you
yeah,
like
of
how?
course,
Yeah, nice.
of
I know
course.
Toomey's got like some bases. He was talking about like maybe VIP, like
Well, I know.
selling it or something after each
Mm.
show.
Yeah, he's probably going to end up having to lick in those things or something. I don't know what he's gonna have to do.
And I remember him mentioning that he reached out to Mikey. I'm wearing snot right now.
Yeah,
Mikey Doling about when
yeah.
you guys first decided you're gonna start this thing again. And did Primer play any shows with snot back in the day?
We never had a chance.
Yeah. Okay, that was
We
just
never had a chance. This is like that. That's always like gutted me, but for obvious reasons. Um, that it didn't happen. We never the cards weren't right. I met Mikey in while he was playing in Soulfly
Yeah,
on
I mean, you
Ozfest.
were obviously in Soulfly as well. 3 albums,
Right.
right?
Yep. Four records,
4
8 years.
records. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep. And
And
I met him on Ozfest 2000 when he was in Soulfly. Yep.
were you a big
Great guy.
Snot fan? I mean, you probably obviously
But
were.
oh, totally,
Yeah.
100%, 100%. That band was fabulous. I was so excited when I got. I think Metal Edge had it in the magazine that they were going into the studio to start another record when all that stuff happened, and I was like, wow, this. I don't even know how they're gonna top this, but I know they would have. You know what I'm saying?
And so when I first saw you guys back in the day, I even have a picture of me and you together. I cannot find, but you were on Ozfest, which is incredible. And Ozzy that just passed away.
Right.
Do you have any Ozzy stories? Did you meet him? Did you get to hang out with him?
Totally. I mean, often I just, you know,
Well,
just I was Ozzy. It wasn't like someone a rock star. Ozzy was a total rock god, but he was not a rock star. He didn't care about like he would talk to you, he would talk to other musicians. He would come into your stuff and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" and stuff like that. Like
really?
he sat down beside me at Tommy Lee's house. We had a barbecue, or Tommy Lee threw a barbecue at his house on Ozfest, and on a day off. And I don't know what part of California we were playing the next day, but we had a day off, and all Tommy Lee was up in Malibu or wherever the hell he was living at the time, and we all rented SUVs and stuff like that because our tour buses couldn't make it up there. And we showed up at Tommy Lee's house, and then here comes Ozzy. Ozzy showed up, come sit down beside me at a picnic table with a hamburger and a hot dog, and just started chatting away like Ozzy we always do, saying Ozzy shit. You know what I mean? Which everybody was fucking was hilarious, but it was just really really cool guy, really down to earth, really down to earth guy.
Yeah, man, that's incredible.
It's
That's
just it's
incredible.
some of the stories about Ozzy are like some almost unbelievable because you would think the president had a ride to the show, like when he would go on stage, but that wasn't his doing. You know what I mean? That was the people's doing. But he didn't care one way or the other. Just
Were you a
let
big
him know
Ozzy
where the damn stage is, and he'll be all right.
throwing buckets of water?
Right, right.
Were you a big Ozzy fan growing up?
Yes.
Do you remember
I,
any
ca-
certain album that you loved?
I came around with like the whole Bark at the Moon thing. Of course, I learned like like Iron Man and Crazy Train and stuff like that when I was in like high school and stuff like that. But like when I first actually heard it, I guess like it was like the Jakey Lee part of it, that era when I actually was like, well, okay, Ozzy's cool. And maybe it was like the girls with the big hair riding around in the car on shot in the dark video or whatever. That attracted me to it, but this was it was around that time that was like, yeah, Ozzy's pretty badass. Other than the history and stuff like that.
So Jason, rest in peace.
Mhm.
I almost had him on the show when I first started Good Company. I think he was going to be
Really?
on Toomey's show as well. Um,
Yeah, I heard
I'm
about
trying to
that.
remember
Yeah.
what year that was when he passed away, man. Maybe 2018 or 17, somewhere around there.
I tend to block people close to me when they die. I couldn't tell you when my parents died. I can't tell you when he died. I'll remember a rock star's death forever,
Do you remember
but
your last show with Jason?
yes, yeah,
W-
it was okay.
Just yeah,
It was
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It was awesome. Bless his heart, you know. But yeah, it was Prime 55. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. But he was in good spirits. Happy, and he had just gotten sick because I think it was the first thing I said to him. I was like, man, he was like shit. What's wrong with you? And he didn't know, but Jason like never go to the doctor and stuff like that. That dude probably never even had a damn clue that he was even sick. But that's just the way Jay was. You know what I'm saying? Just, well, I opened my eyes this morning, so I might as well go do this.
Really?
But yeah, he didn't, far
With
from being a hypochondriac.
so when you started having your symptoms of like feeling like bad, did you ever think about Jason? You're like, well, Jason, he was feeling bad, and maybe I should go get checked out.
No, I ignored it too.
Did you? Was
Yeah,
what was Jason's symptoms? I'm trying to remember. Like,
I don't recall if we ever got really that far into it, but the last time I saw him, he looked like this, and the next time I saw him, he looked damn near like I did when I was in the hospital. But just really skinny and with faces drawn, and he looked bad, white
mm,
as a sheet. When that last couple shows or something we did, and I don't know, I don't even know who the hell was in the band, but I think I recall saying something to somebody like, well, there's something really wrong with this boy, and there was. So, but he could
so
Jason being Jason, he could have known about it for the past 10 years and not told anybody. Because he was also that type of person. He just keep it to himself, you know.
man, I love you know, I love Jason's voice and I love his energy. And I remember growing up seeing him at the Cotton Club in Atlanta and the Masquerade, and he's definitely missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's. I'm glad I chose the most unique person to front the band, but boy, that motherfucker is hard to replace. It's like as far as style goes, but I mean, it's like you can't sing, but you sort of can. But you make it sound cool though, because you got attitude. You can scream and kill everybody, but it's just like this. He just had these little unique things that nobody can replicate. And I'm not trying to do that at all with Donnie. Donnie knows, it's like that. This is a big shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying? Donnie's the only one with the balls enough to do it again. He did it one time and it failed miserably. But at least he's got the nuts enough to do it, to try it one more time.
You guys did an album together, right, with Donnie?
We
I
did.
remember seeing a video for it, like flexing or something. One of those. I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah, I would. I'm not saying I was in the best frame of mind during that time because I was not very easy to be in a band with. While Donnie was in the band, while whoever the hell was in the band was in the band, I was not really likable. Not that I am today, but I was less likable then.
At least you're
But
honest.
yeah, totally. He had a really hard time. The crowd was not happy. I think I approached it wrong by just showing up and doing a Prime 55 tour with a brand new singer and not kind of leading into this. So people were showing up that maybe didn't know, going, what the hell just happened and what is this going on stage? And to like, it goes back to saying like, you can't replace Jason. And I like punk music. So I was like, well, now's my time to do punk songs or acoustic songs or whatever. And I did both of them. And like I thought people were going to burn my house down. They were pissed, really pissed off about that, man. Uh, I still enjoy it. I heard one. I was doing an interview and somebody brought up a video. It was done in my basement in Atlanta.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I was over filming a video with Scott Haney, and I was like, well, that's not actually a bad song. This
I
release
love the song.
this is released at the most worst time to ever release that damn song. Hey, gotcha. I'll do it. But yeah. Sorry.
You had Kurt on guitar. I'm friends with him.
Kurt Taylor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kurt Taylor, man, he's awesome.
I talked to him not too long ago. I talk to him every once in a while.
But yeah, man. So I was trying to find old Primer 55 stuff, and I got the cassette. I don't have the cover for it, but I miss going to shows and you guys handing stuff out. You know, not you, but everyone just like, I can't remember all the outlets that would just man, my brain went blank. Yeah, but anyway, you would get like free cassettes and promotional stuff at shows. And I was looking at this cassette and you got Set It Off with Jared
Jared.
from yeah, man. And on the cassette it says featuring MCUD, but it never says Head PE on there. I was like, oh man, they should have put Head PE. But what was it like being in the studio with that dude, man? Set It Off, Jared.
It was cool, man. I'd never met him before. And I had a place and I was like, I think me and Eddie Wall were talking one day in the studio and he's like, do you want to have any guests and stuff like that? And I was like, the hell's a guest? Write my own song. And he was like, wait, me somebody to come in and like do something. I was like, I can do that. He's like, you do whatever you want. I was like, sweet. And first person that popped in my mind was Jared from Head PE because I'm a really big fan of that record. And my people called his people, sent us some money, had a car pick him up at the airport. I was in New York recording, and he walked in. I was like, "Shit, you're fucking tall."
Yeah.
And he had a notebook, like a piece of paper, and a pen. He sat on the couch and he listened to the song twice. Set it off. And I'm sitting there like, he's like, play that part again. And Eddie would play it. And I'm like, I'm getting a bit nervous because you haven't touched anything to the paper yet. And I think he wrote down like 4 or 5 words. And he's like, I'm ready. And I was like, okay. And he went in there and did that. Like literally one take.
Only one take.
He was done.
How come the record company didn't make this
He's like, I'm
bigger?
ready to go.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, why wasn't this like, you guys were on Island, right? But I'm just
Yeah.
wondering, like, how come they didn't be like, Prime 55 featuring Jared have Head PE and do a video and, take advantage of it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's like,
It was a great song.
we were. It would have been a great video, and it would have been a really cool video.
Yeah.
But it's like, while we were making the record, they wanted to push loose and wanted to do that and get that to radio and stuff like that and make that video and
Did you guys play it live together?
never.
Ever?
We've never been on tour with Head PE. We've played a million festivals with them back in the day, but we've never been able to meet up to do a tour together. I just got off the phone with Jared the other night. We spoke
Oh, wow.
about doing something soon in the future, maybe next year, together. Finally.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
So literally we just spoke like 2 or 3 days ago, and it was a good conversation, man. I'm really excited. But that dude worked. I thought I worked hard back when I was younger, but he still works hard. So I'm just trying to work hard.
I can't wait to hear more about this. You working with Jared, that's amazing. When you guys go out for this 25th anniversary, are you gonna have someone come up there and do that song with you? You gonna get Toomey to rap it? I can see him doing that.
I gotta get Toomey to play bass first. Come on, man. Baby step. We've always, every time we played that song, there'll always be a kid in the crowd that, or somebody that we've known for a while that's a fan or something like that always comes to the damn shows. And we'll just jerk them up on stage, and sometimes they nail it and sometimes they don't. But 90% of the time, for the past really a lot of shows we played, it's been nailed by just a random kid in the crowd. And sometimes bands that are on tour with us will be like, "Hey, you want to play this?" Or sometimes, be like, "Hey, can I do the song with you every night?" And so that'll happen. So
Man, I want to
it's
be
never
that
really
kid,
planned
dude.
out.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
So if
you guys are
anybody coming
oh
to the
go
show on the tour, you want to do the part, you can.
wow, I appreciate that. That's amazing.
Sir.
You guys are gonna play with you guys going out with Smile Empty Souls?
Yeah.
I remember them. I remember they had that big song, man. I do it
Bottom of
for
a
the
Bottle is my favorite.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Just the most fantastic written song, man. It's a great song.
Did you
I
guys play
mean,
a show with them back in the day?
great freaking songwriter, period. Great songwriter,
Really?
producer. I mean, just all around. It's awesome. I'm really excited about that tour. Um, and the kids seem to be really into it. Both of us together as well. I've yet to
Right.
read anything bad about that. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see it, and I'm really excited about it, man. You got how many? Yeah, what equipment are you working with? You got a couple of guitars, amps, or you got anything new?
I do have everything new. Both Toomey and I are with Jackson guitars now, and we're both playing Black Star amps from England. I just got my
Wow.
one in the mail about a week and a half ago. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool, man. 'Cause I was playing like 5150s and PB. I was with PB for PB was like the only guitar amps I played. Period. Like
Yeah,
like my
same. Yeah.
until now, until last month. Um, but they're going through things and stuff like that, and I went away for a long time, so it's just like I'm not really worth it to them anymore. Um, but Black Star came on board and he was like, "Yeah," and shipped it over from England, and I had it
Wow.
within a couple of days. And Leary, because he's like, because I'm not tech guy, I'm not the tech guy. I don't know. He's like, "Well, what do you like, and what sounds do you like?" And I'm like, "Well, just something that sounds. I don't know, something that sounds good." And we talked, back and forth for a little bit. And he's like, "I want to send you this to try out and see if you like it." And yeah, dude, you nailed it. You totally nailed it because it's really badass. I'm really happy, really, really happy with it. Um, Toomey's totally down with his stuff. So yeah, first tour back, all new gear, all new brands. So yeah, hopefully that'll help with the new sound because I do plan on at least I'm my in my head uh planning on at least releasing a single sometime between January and April, I hope.
That was
Maybe.
my next question. You got new music. So January, that's great.
Yeah. Of course it's not written. Probably won't be written the day of. Um but yeah. That's the goal and that's the plan.
Yeah, man. I
So
mean, you got
everybody's is on board with that and stuff. And for the first time ever, I talked to Toomey and everything because nobody's ever played on a Primer record, um, but me and Jay. But I've always played everything and stuff like that, and Jason's always sung. Um, I'm willing to give everybody a shot,
right.
play on a record and then whatnot, and it's something that excites me, and I'd like to see that happen. I think everybody's capable.
Yeah, I'm sure fans would love that. That sounds. You made a great point. I mean, Toomey's been in the band for so long. It'd be great to have you guys like officially on a new album. And speaking of new album, I love your second album, new album, that you guys followed up with. And are you guys gonna play any songs off that record live?
We'll play. We're gonna play the bulk of. We're the idea is playing 100% of Introduction to Mayhem, but stuff happens. And then, like I said, there's a couple of songs on that record that nobody's ever touched, myself included, since the day it was recorded. So sometimes weird things happen when you hear it live, and it's like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on in that song. So, so
Right.
kind of get it, your own shit sometimes intimidates you. But we'll be playing 90% of Introduction to Mayhem, definitely. We're shooting for 100% of it. And like the bigger songs, the fan favorites off of the new release. We're not going to get really too crazy into like anything else, but we're going to play the solid show. Will be all Power 55 songs. I mean, we play a bunch of stupid shit from time to time, covers and stuff like that, or throw in a cover, but we're not going to do that anytime soon on this tour. So
This
and then
is
next year is the 25th anniversary of the new release record.
yes, man. I can't believe it's been 25 years too, man. That's just
Dude, I don't even know how I feel when I say it. It was like, I mean, I don't even know that it hasn't been that long. It has. But it's like, what the hell have I been doing past 25 years? Besides getting in trouble with stupid shit.
yeah. So you guys came out. I'm trying to remember when Napster and all that was the first album before everybody, like, before Metallica was trying to sue Napster. Was that before all that? I mean, before everybody's downloading music?
It was during. That's probably why the
During.
new was made so quickly. Because of his dumb ass. Yeah. All that stuff just started to go down. And I was like,
That's funny.
first, what the hell? And what was that? And stole what? Who stole something? And I was oblivious to all this Napster shit when it started. And I think I made a comment, got myself in a bit of hot water. And I was like, yeah, fuck them. Like, holy fuck. I missed the boat on that whole let's steal this shit or whatever. Started going like a really super offended really quickly. If you told them that they were that they should pay for music. Bought a lot of records when I was younger, but whatever.
Yeah, no, of course, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that was right on that whole thing of that. And I think our label was like, we don't know what's going to happen with this dumbass. So let's just get our one contracted more record out of you as quickly as possible. And we'll just call it a day. Look.
Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, what and going that timeline, 9/11, when September 11, we just had that, anniversary. Were you guys on tour when that happened? 9/11?
Where our record the new release just came out.
Oh yeah, did it come right before it? Okay, yeah.
January 28th, man. January 28th.
Wow.
It was hot. It was good. They're like gold record this, and platinum record this, and video for this. And one day I woke up in Baltimore, Maryland, on the bus, turned on the TV, thought I was watching a movie, but it wasn't. And all that stuff was going on. And everybody starts getting up on the bus, and my phone started going off. And I'm like, they're bombing America, and like we're all gonna die and stuff. So everybody, I don't know, yeah.
Wow.
That was really weird. But
Did the tour end, or did you guys keep going?
everybody's like going home from tour.
Oh.
And they're like, the label is like, you want to go home? I was like, no, I ain't going home. We'll finish our tour and play shows, and I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Yep. So all the venues started closing down. We're just riding around aimlessly on tour bus and all over America. Pull up their show and it's closed.
Not making any money. Golly, man.
New York is evacuated. We have no label at this point. We do have a label, but nobody's in the building because it's like right down the street. But yeah, that was a really, really weird time. So I spent a ton of money keeping this thing rolling, playing a show, maybe 2 shows a week. And finally, wherever Diana, my A&R woman, was, called me and she's like, really, you should just go home and we'll try to figure this out and restart it. And it made me mad. So I was like, I don't want to be on y'all's label anymore. And they asked me to make another record.
Mm.
And I was like,
Yeah, you just finished one, right?
let's go home and write, make another record. I was like, you don't even know what the hell I just went through to make this record. I mean, golly, at least let me breathe when I do go home for a week and be by myself for a minute. And that when they said that to me, I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So that was I spent all this money to the managers or with the label, and I know lawyers got involved, and Bobby doesn't want to be here anymore on the thing, and so we went through all that, and it was kind of, hindsight, it was pretty a cool divorce, with Island Def Jam, because they were always really good to us. I have to admit that. And Diana and Eddie and like everybody that I made the records with, to her and our managers, my lawyers, they were all adult enough to work together really good from the beginning. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. My ego got in the way, and my feelings were hurt really bad by something I created that I loved, and you told me you're telling me to do a new one. It was like, fuck, I probably would have died if I'd have tried to write that record they wanted me to. So
Yeah.
Well, anyway, man, we're here for the 25th anniversary of your first album. I can't wait to hopefully you guys come to Atlanta. I may have to travel and go see you guys. You're playing on my birthday, actually, so I may have to go to that show. But yeah,
it comes around like St. Louis or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
That's where we filmed the Loose video.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. What was that? Yeah.
Atlanta's hard, man. I don't know why.
Really?
But it's like, I don't know. There's more people than not that get skipped for some reason.
I know, man. If you guys get on a tour with like Nonpoint or something like older band, from back in the day, that'd be real tight.
Right? Totally.
Well, Bobby, man, I appreciate you doing this interview, man. This means a lot. And I want to do a follow-up after this tour, man. Get like all you guys.
Any brother, anytime, man.
You've always been good, man.
Talking with you, Scott.
Yeah, man. You've always been a good guy. And I remember you coming to my house, man. That was awesome. And it's good to
great.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna be doing more of them live interviews, man. So I have to go on the road maybe sometime and hook up that interview.
That'd be really cool.
All right, brother. Well, it's good seeing you, man. Good luck on the tour.
All right.
Take care, Bobby.
If you need me, call me.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you.
Cool, man.